Good afternoon, Presence of Mind Studio. Today is April 1st, April Fool's Day. However, there doesn't seem to be much fooling around in our world today. So today I wanted to do a couple of different things, but I will start by stopping. So take a minute to find a comfortable seat. Your sits bones are rooted into the earth. Your belly is zipped in and up. Collarbones are descending out wide. Chin is parallel to the earth, your fist. So energy is from root to crown. And the oil offering of today is wintergreen, the oil of surrender. Wintergreen is the oil of surrender. It can assist strong-willed individuals in letting go of the need to know and the need to be right. It takes great internal strength to surrender to a higher power. Wintergreen imbues the soul with this strength and teaches how to let go and be free of negativity and pain that one holds on to. The belief that life is painful and must be shouldered alone makes it so. Wintergreen invites individuals to surrender to these strong opinions. Wintergreen reminds individuals that they do not have to do life on their own. There is a constant invitation to surrender one's burdens to a higher power. All that is required is to release and let go. Wintergreen teaches that one can turn their hardships over to that power greater than themselves, so they do not have to carry the burden of life all alone. Well, there's clearly no accidents about me picking wintergreen today. You can inhale it from a bottle or diffuse it, or dilute 1 or 2 drops and place it over your heart. So I'm going to give myself a little wintergreen today. I'm going to place it over my heart. So the oil of surrender, which leads me to the topic of today. So I've had the privilege of training with some of the best yoga teachers in the field of addiction. I am a yoga and the 12 steps space holder, as well as a trauma-informed recovery coach with Tommy Rosen, Recovery 2.0. Both of these incredible teachers. If you need help in this area, please contact me and I can help point you in the right direction. But I've been really thinking about step 1. And step 1 is I am powerless over everything right now. People, places, and things, and my life is unmanageable. So whether you are a 12-stepper or not, every person, I believe, in the world is on step 1 right now. We are powerless over many things, and our life is unmanageable, or can be unmanageable. But what I know from practicing yoga and the steps together is acceptance about what is and the things I can control, and how to live in this place of acceptance and surrender. So I'm going to start also with a reading today, and it's called The Courage to Change. And it's a one day at a time book, and it's usually used in families that are affected in some way by the disease of addiction. So I would like to clarify what my definition of addiction is. And some of you may be surprised, and maybe you haven't thought of it like this before. So many of us think of addiction as, oh, the down and out drug user, alcoholic, skid row bum. My invitation to you right now is to think of addiction a little bit differently. My understanding of addiction is anything that I choose to use to get myself out of the present moment can be an addiction. So let's start first with clearly drugs, alcohol. That could be a problem for someone. How about food? How about relationships? How about shopping? How about sex? How about media? How about being addicted to being right? How about being addicted to being the martyr or the victim? When I heard that, I was blown away. I was like, holy crap, we're all addicted. So pause for a moment and just know that anything that you use to distract yourself from the present moment can be an addiction. And what I know for sure is the only way to heal is to feel. We have to heal it to feel it. So that is why the practice of yoga and the practice of 12 steps has this beautiful marriage. So I'm going to read you today's reading. Page 92, April 1st. I've heard acceptance mentioned at meetings as one part of the 3 A's: awareness, acceptance, and action. However, I am inclined to try to jump from awareness to action without even pausing for acceptance. My thinking goes like this: something's wrong. Quick, let me fix it before I feel any discomfort. The problem is that until I accept the situation, the defect, or the memory that has come into my awareness, I can rarely take effective action or live serenely with the consequences. The action doesn't work, or it makes things worse, and I feel helpless and hopeless. Even if it does work, I am usually too full of self-doubt to realize it. Most of the time, I still have to go back, sit still, feel the feelings, and come to some sort of acceptance. It helps to be reminded that my higher power already accepts me and my situation and loves me on the bad days as well as the good. Today's reminder: moving from awareness to acceptance to action takes time, but the benefits are worth the wait. As I learn to accept myself, my circumstances, and my feelings, I learned that I am a worthwhile human being just as I am. With that kind of acceptance, I begin to see my options and I slowly begin to take action to change. Someone suggested I stop concentrating on changing myself and think first about accepting myself. That gave me the boost that I needed. Wow. And as many of you know, we are also addicted to doing instead of being. And in this time of being still, this is a real opportunity for us to look at our own behavior. What is setting us off? What are we reaching for when we're afraid? And what are we not wanting to feel, right? So fear of the future, worry, all those things can take away our serenity. So this particular practice, what I'm asking you to do is to start by stopping. We're going to stand first. And what we're going to do is we're going to come into some postures. And we're going to pause in these postures and notice how we feel. What does our physical body say? What does our emotional body say? What does our spiritual body say? How we behave on the mat is very indicative of how we behave off the mat. So just like the steps are guiding for living and are a principle-based program, yoga is also a practice of alignment and spiritual alignment and a principle-based program. So when you have the connection and the alignment of mind, body, and spirit, the yoking, which is yoga, I know personally, I feel so much better. So what do you say? What's spiritual alignment? How connected do I feel to other people, the universe? Do I have a tribe? Maybe I belong to a church. Whatever your group is that you are accountable to and honest, right? And what kind of spiritual food am I feeding myself? Am I watching murder mysteries right now? Oh, hell no. I'm trying to bring things into my life that lift me up, that keep me grounded. So that is spiritual food. What music am I listening to? Am I listening to podcasts? How am I feeding my spiritual life? How connected am I? From there, a physical practice. So our issues are in our tissues, and when we use yoga, breath, and movement, we release things known and unknown. So that's another part of this practice. And then your mind, you are what you think you are. And I really believe that. So I can say to myself today, I am stuck at home. Oh my God, this sucks. Or I can say to myself, I am safe at home. How blessed am I that I have a roof over my head and I am safe just for today. And thanking all those people with sheer gratitude that they are putting on all the gear and putting their lives on the line for the greater good. How blessed am I? So next time you're feeling bored, think about 3 things you're grateful for. Maybe 1 if you can't, okay? So these are the things we're gonna look at today in this practice. So again, we're gonna start in mountain. So, a little movement, make sure all 4 corners of your feet are grounded into the earth, right? Rooted, okay? Let's just move our knees a little bit in one direction and the other. Maybe getting those hips moving back and forth. Circles in one direction and another. Just giving ourselves just a quick little warm up here and inhaling your arms up, exhaling down, big inhale, big exhale. Let's get those shoulders moving in one direction and then another direction. Okay, and maybe stretch our neck a little bit, so bring your right ear to your right shoulder, maybe taking tented fingers on the side of your head and just drawing your left arm back wide, tailbone down, belly zipped in and up. Take a nice big breath here. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. And then sliding your hand to the other temple here, just bring your head back up. Right arm comes down, just pausing there for a moment, feeling this nice stretch. And then the other side, inhale your left arm up and over, left ear to left shoulder, right arm draws back a little bit. Big inhaling and exhaling. Whew. Feeling lots of tension in the neck, probably because I'm feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders. So feel it, Sue. Feel and exhale. Can I make a little bit more room there? And I can when I inhale and exhale. Sliding the hand back, pushing the head straight. There we go. All right, so you may need to move a little bit more. I'm encouraging you, if you need a little more warm-up than this, please feel free. For time's sake, I'm not going to do a whole warm-up, but we're going to come right into an intention. So, feet firmly planted, tailbone down, belly zipped in and up. Don't lock your knees out. Engage your quads. Shoulders wide. Again, head in alignment. And then bring your shoulders up around your ears. Draw them down your back. Thumbs out, palms wide. Ta-da! Mountain pose. Tadasana. You are here, okay? In this mountain pose, this is a grounded, strong posture. So we're going to start from here. Grounded, strong. And then inhaling your arms up. And exhale. Bring your hands to either prayer or your heart. Have your thumbs on your heart. Pause here. Feel your heartbeat. Send gratitude to that heart that beats for you. You are alive. This heart that feels everything and is definitely feeling everything. Acknowledge your heart. And pause here and set an intention for yourself. Here, step one again. I am powerless over other people, places, and things, and my life is unmanageable. How can I come into acceptance of what is and surrender? Stop fighting. Come to some acceptance. Can I make some room for acceptance? So set an intention for yourself that you will be aware and acknowledge what is coming up for you in each posture. And you might learn something about yourself. So big inhale and a big exhale. Alrighty. So the first posture we're going to start in is a pyramid pose, forward folding. So you are in mountain. My right foot is forward and my left foot comes back. So not too far back, right? Not too far forward, so that the back foot is my kickstand, right? And my front, I'm gonna go over, okay? So you're here, nicely grounded, your hips are forward, two fists. On your inhale, you're going to inhale your arms up, and on your exhale, you're hinging forward at your hips, and you're coming down over this leg. So, for many of you, I'll do it this way. Your feet are just a little bit of a kickstand, but your hips are forward, okay? So you're hinging at your hips, nice long spine here. So for some of you, like myself, this is, when I hinge here, I'm going forward here, I'm here. So for me, I'm gonna have blocks and I'm gonna rest my fists. Some people may be able to come all the way down and hold it there. Other people may be able to bring their hands behind their back. And for those of you who have a real expression, fullest expression, may be able to have your hands behind your back here like this and fold forward. So with all those choices, take a moment to come into this posture. And here is a surrender and acceptance for where I am today, okay? What I'm looking for here is to be able to stay in this posture and breathe 5 rounds of breath. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. Inhale. And exhale. So for me, I'm looking at my own awareness here. What is coming up for me is I am tighter than I thought, and I'm going to accept that this is where I am today. Because in order to sustain this pose and to find strength in the pose and peace in the pose, this is how far I can go today. So I am in acceptance and surrender. So you're going to take 4 full breaths here. And on your last exhale, you're coming back up. You're pausing in your mountain, and you're taking a moment here to notice what came up for you. Did you go further than you needed to? Were you fighting against yourself? Did you have to be perfect? Could you use props? What is your truth? And where did your mind go? Did you want to get out immediately? I'm not good enough. Oh my God, all those things. It's the observation of yourself. And when we begin to accept ourselves, what's happening, the day, what comes up, we begin to heal. Because what we're not aware of, we can't heal. So awareness is the beginning. So I invite you to come in on the left side. So you're on your left side. Again, your foot is grounded in the front. You're stepping back. Your back foot's forward as well. Some people might kickstand it out a pinch. It depends on your preference, right? Your hips are forward, so I take my hands here and I see 2 fists forward. Taking and making sure I'm really grounded, right? All 4 corners of your feet. And then I'm inhaling, I'm hinging forward, really nice long spine. And then I'm here. So again, 5 long breaths. So an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. Make sure that the weight is staying in all 4 corners of your feet. You may be able to surrender a little more, shaking your head yes and no, and letting go of all the thoughts that are coming into your mind that aren't serving you. For example, I can't do this, this is too hard, I wish you would stop talking. All those things might enter your mind, right? And also, when you're in the posture, notice sensation, physical sensation. So sensation is, I am in something, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's not painful. Painful is ouch, and we need to come out. Sensation is, wow, isn't this interesting? I'm going to stay still and breathe, observe, watch myself, my thoughts, what's happening in my body. And then on the last breath, I'm going to come back out, come into mountain, pause, and compare sides. So the invitation is to do each side 3 times, pause, and notice all your feelings. Notice body, mind. What are you aware of? Are your thoughts going somewhere else? Bring them back to the present moment. For in the present moment is where we are. We all only have the present moment. When I'm thinking about what I did yesterday, I can't change that. And me thinking about it all day long isn't going to change it. What I can do is learn from that and bring it into today. And if I'm thinking about tomorrow and next month and, oh my God, how am I going to pay my bills and am I ever going to get out of my house? Future tripping, right? I'm not here. All of us have is this moment right now. To stay present, to face what's happening, to feel it, and to heal from that strong. Step 1. Okay, so we're going to do that on each side. The next posture that we're going to come into is a crescent lunge. So in crescent lunge, again, starting strong mountain, I am taking a step back with my left foot. Okay, so my foot is up. So my heel is up and my toe mound is in the earth. Okay, my hips are forward, strong base. Exhale, bending the knee, alignment of ankle and knee, watching that I'm not wobbling or that it's not coming too far forward or too far back. Okay, this is how we figure out where we should be, right? So for some of us, maybe our stance needs to be shorter. For some of us, it may need to be a little wider for balance, okay? For some of us, maybe today my hands are on my hips. Some people, I call them goalpost arms, right? This might be it for you today, right? Some people, inhale, right? Reaching up, heart is opening, strong, 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 whoop, looking up. Maybe people clasp their hands, go over. So part of my acceptance for today is that this is where I feel stable, okay? So acceptance and surrender, this is where I am in this moment, and I'm okay, right? So I'm gonna stay here for 5 breaths, and I'll show you the side view here. And again, if your breath becomes jagged or short, and you can't sustain this pose for your 5 breaths, then maybe you need to adjust or accept yourself where you are. For some of us, you could even use the wall, right? Maybe you need that extra hands on the wall for balance today, right? That's okay. Maybe you need a chair to hold you up. All of it is okay. So 5 breaths in crescent lunge. So your toe is up, knee in alignment. I'm not going as deep today because I'm starting to shake too much, right? So I'm lifting out, my belly is zipped in and up, and I'm pausing here, 5 breaths. And noticing what comes up. When I start to wobble, draw everything towards the middle, staying both rooted, grounded, and where I am in this moment today. Acceptance, surrendering to what is. On your next exhale, arms come down, pushing off, bringing my left foot down, pause here. Whew, noticing, what do I feel? Sensation, what's coming up for me. Pause. Where can I surrender or accept? Do I need a little more help? Do I need to slow? Maybe I need to push. All these things help me figure out acceptance. Okay, coming in on the opposite side, left side this time. So crescent lunge, foot forward, right. This time the weight goes in my left foot. My right foot steps back. And laugh at yourself a little bit. Clearly, I'm a little off balance today, and one side is a little different than the other. That is okay with me. I am so grateful that I can be okay where I am in this moment. Okay, so knee firm, ankle and knee tracking over each other, hips forward, not sinking down, but pulling up, right? Can I sustain this for 5 breaths? This, maybe some of you are up and back and all that wonderful yoga. But today, I'm accepting that I'm just right here. Drawing my breath in and up. Feeling sensation in different parts of the body. Inhaling and exhaling. And noticing some sort of acceptance of where I am today. So again, last breath. Pushing off with the right foot. Back to mountain. Pausing there. I want you to notice how you're feeling, what's happening. So come in and out on each side 3 times and really feel from one side to the other. We're always maybe going in one direction first. Maybe one part of our body is stronger than the other. Every posture tells us something. And if we're uncomfortable in it, I wonder why. Notice why you're uncomfortable. That is part of acceptance and surrender. Okay, so next is triangle posture, right? So in triangle, I'm starting again from my mountain, right? And let's come to your legs are wide here. Wider than hip distance, okay? So kind of like you're in star pose here. And you may want to go in star a little bit back and forth just to warm up. Okay, so from here, I'm going to start by turning my right toe parallel with the mat. And my left foot is my anchor. So it's like a kickstand, and my heel is in line with the middle of my left foot. So nice long line here, okay? So in triangle pose, it's like you're going from your hips. So what I like to do is inhale and exhale and get my hips a little bit loose, give them a little oil, right? Feels good. And then I'm reaching back, so this back leg is my kickstand as I extend forward like I'm reaching for something delicious, okay? Oh, okay, so I'm reaching forward, nice long spine. Then my arm is coming down to my right leg as this left arm is coming up, okay? So this is your triangle pose. So for some of you, this actually just might be your triangle. It's fine, right? The goal in triangle is strong, but not overextending. We are not trying to, we're not trying to hunch over so we touch our toe and we're here. That's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is a nice reach, right? So you're firm here, your hand is where it's comfortable for you, and then you're opening your chest up. And some people like to look up, some people like to look down, right? Can you sustain this triangle? Some people like their arm over their ear, which is fine. But what I'm not wanting to see is that you're crunching down so that you can touch your leg and have this perfect posture. That is not triangle. So again, accept where you are today. Maybe this is your triangle. Maybe this is your triangle. If you're have any shoulder issues, bring your arm, wrap it behind you, right? So, and you're turning your chest towards the sun. Nice opening here. Can you sustain your triangle for 5 breaths? What can I let go of? Is it my ego? Is it the need to be perfect? Is it the need for everyone to see that I can do triangle perfectly? No, my triangle's about here today, and I'm okay with that. I am still in my energy and my strength. And then on your inhale, you're gonna exhale that left arm down, tone your belly in and up, use that waist to come forward, turn your toes, heel toe yourself together, pause here. Whew. What is coming up in triangle? Strong in your base, rooted and opening in your heart and not crunching over. So of course, we have to do it on the opposite side. One side might feel different than the other. So I'm starting with my feet a little wider than hip distance apart. My toes are forward on my mat. My tailbone is down. My belly is lifted in and up. Shoulders wide. Turning left toes, right, towards your mat. Bringing your kickstand, right? So here we are again. Give your hips a little fluid, like the Tin Man before you go over. So again, I'm reaching for something that I love, right? Whew, reaching forward, nice long spine, but I'm not collapsing down. My arm comes on my leg wherever it will today, as this arm right opens wide. But I'm not crunching this side of my body, my left, I'm holding it in strong alignment. So if you're here, that's okay. Maybe you're here. Maybe you have a really wide triangle. Some people like having their arm all the way overhead, but still you're not losing the integrity or the principle of the pose. Right? So here, my rib cage is going towards the sun or up. So your arm can be up, your neck down. You can have your hand behind you. But again, you're here. And also, if you would like a little more expression, one of the things that you could do is bring this arm up and then take the left and bring it in front of you and hold here. That for 5 breaths. Is a lot different. All right, so I'm offering you that, and I'm coming back up. Bring my arms down, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Pause again. Whew, in mountain. Noticing all that it takes to stay in that posture, but staying in my own acceptance and integrity of where I am in this moment. No judgment, no inner critic, all those things. When I pause to look, I begin to heal and surrender and accept what is. For today, tomorrow, I might be able to do something different, but right now, this is what I can do, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. What a gift. Okay, next, one of the last, again, I'm offering that you do each side 3 times with 5 long breaths to really take the inquiry and the invitation to really feel in your being dis-ease, which is unease, right? So ease feels great. Dis-ease, when we keep doing the same things over and over that aren't good for us, either I'm doing too much injury, too little atrophy. The amount we are away from ease is health, okay? So, last posture for this practice is going to be side angle, okay? So again, my feet are wide on my mat. My toes are forward to start. Tailbone is down, belly zipped in and up. Okay, starting here, I'm going to turn my right toe out. My back kickstand again. This time, I am bending my right knee, and I am making sure I'm strong in the back too, and front here. But from here, notice ankle and knee are in alignment. So I don't want to be too far forward where I can cause injury, right? Or too far back, or wobbling from one side to the other. So you're noticing where you can stay in alignment for those 5 breaths, okay? Your hips are towards the side of your mat, right? Both hips here. So here I am in the beginning of this posture. I'm going to take a big inhale, and so as I'm inhaling, my left arm is coming up in a straight line so that I have energy from the tip of my fingers all the way down to my ankle. So I'm looking for a line of energy here, okay? This is your line of energy. And then as I'm bending this knee, I'm bringing my elbow down and I'm coming straight over. Here we go, triangle. So what I'm not wanting to see is you're hanging out here with your weight on your elbow. This isn't a hangout place, right? Your arm is just for kind of like a prop as guidance, okay? It's resting. Your strength is coming from your core, which you're pulling out, and you're pulling from your hip. It's coming straight out, so that alignment is strong, okay? Here you are, inside angle. Here we go, and we're breathing. Can I stay here for 5 long breaths? If you have a shoulder issue, you could put it behind you. If you feel like you're leaning too hard and you would like a little more expression or heat, bring your arm out in front of you and stay in your triangle. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. 5 nice long breaths. And to come out, I'm straightening the leg. If your arm is up, you're bringing it overhead, turning the toes, heel toe in. Pause. What is coming up for me in this posture? What am I telling myself? Am I able to breathe? It's uncomfortable. Can I accept where I am today and surrender to what is? Surrender doesn't mean I love it. Surrender means that I may be able to soften or ask a different question or look at something differently. We are all addicted to our own sense of reality, or we're addicted to our way, or we're addicted to who we think we should be, or what we think we should look like on this video, which who knows what I look like. It's okay. I'm okay right now. And then of course, I'm going to come in on the opposite side, which you will do. So again, your feet are wide, toes are forward to start, tailbone down. You're engaging your quads, you're lifting everything up and out, turning the right toes forward, left toe, sorry, and my right is my kickstand this time. And again, hips are forward, you're bending that knee, right? So not too far forward, so you're injuring yourself. Alignment, ankle and knee all stacking over each other. Again, hips are as forward as they can be, and don't let your knee fall from one side to the other, okay? And again, you're here. So as I'm inhaling the right arm up and over, this left arm is coming down and resting on my left knee. Long line of energy, here it is, right? Fingers to heel. This is what we're looking for. Nice long line of energy. This could be an awesome right angle. You could go down further if it's accessible to you. If your shoulders hurt, bring your arm around. You're turning your chest, your ribs, and you're holding them up here. You're not just hanging out, letting them go. You're not crushing this left side. You're opening, right? Here you are. Or some more here, here. Some of you crazies might want to do a bind. Just be who you are in this moment. 5 breaths. Acceptance, right? Accepting what is and where you are in this moment. Noticing all the feelings that are coming up in your emotional, what's your mind telling you, chatter, you're not this, you're not that. Or say to yourself, I am this, I am that. One little word can change your whole day. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna exhale that arm down, straighten your knee, turn your toes, heel toe in. Again, pausing in mountain. Okay. And again, you're noticing all the things that are coming up for you. 3 times each side, okay? And then lastly, from mountain, after we've done all 3 sides, let's see, we're gonna inhale our arms up. I come through prayer to come down, and from here, placing my hands on the earth, palms really wide, L, your pointer and your thumb, nice wide palms like suction cups, right? And then I'm bringing my belly all the way to my chest, and then straightening my legs for my downward dog, right? First downward dog. You might want to walk your dog before you come into stillness. 5 nice long breaths here. Maybe you bend your knees some more and reach that tailbone to the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe your feet don't touch the ground today. Maybe you need a little blanket under the bottom of your feet. Whatever it is, it's okay. Maybe you do your downward dog with a wall today. Maybe you come into child's pose, toes together, arms out in front, and you decide you're going to pause. We always have a choice, even when we don't think we have a choice. We can choose. We can choose to be who we are in a yoga class, in a pandemic. Everywhere we go, I take myself. So this combination of yoga, right? And the steps, alignment of all of it together has changed my life, because I can see where I want to go to distract myself, and I can reel myself back in, and I can sit on my blocks, rooted into the earth, with my nice long spine, belly zipped in and up. And I can pause right here, placing one hand and the other on your heart. And I can pause and feel the benefit of the practice. I can think about the things I'm powerless over. And I can acknowledge that they're scary and that my life may seem unmanageable. But unmanageability is my responsibility as well. I can choose to breathe or exercise. I can choose to not eat 10 bags of chips today. I can stay connected to the people that I love through class or a letter or a phone call. I can come back to this mat and pause and really know in this moment, right this exact moment, I am healthy. I can feel my heartbeat. There is nothing I need right this minute. I don't know about 10 minutes from now or tomorrow, but right this minute, I am grateful powerful, and I have a choice about how I respond. So let's take a big inhale and a big exhale. One more inhale and last exhale. And as I like to say, bring your thumbs to your third eye and you say, may my thoughts be kind. Thumbs to my lips, may my words be kind. Thumbs to my heart, may my heart be kind. And know that everyone in the world is fighting a battle that none of us know about, or in this case, all of us know about. We do have a choice about how we react to others and to situations where we're afraid or unsettled. We are only responsible for ourselves and our own reactions. I hope this helped. If you are interested in learning more about yoga and the 12 steps, Y12SR, or Recovery 2.0, please reach out to me. We are all in this together. I is illness. We is wellness. Namaste.